Hey everybody, Casey here again. I am doing a video for Sweet and Sassy Stamps for a virtual retreat that they are having. And I will not be available that weekend, so I'm doing a YouTube video so that they can share the video with the group. So I'm working in my prayer journal, which is made from bingo boards, and I'm going to use whatever I have handy. The theme is God is Faithful, so I am going to use the God is Faithful stamp set. I'm not sure what else I will use. You can see my desk is a mess. I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly because I have a cake in the oven. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I will most likely speed up my process. No, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just talk and tell you what I'm doing, because I do feel that this group that I'm actually doing this video for is clearly my paintbrush that I use for Mod Podge has seen better days. I feel like this group that I'm doing this video for doesn't do a whole lot of art journaling, so maybe it would be better if I would explain my process. So first I'm going to do collaging. My daughter, who is 2, painted with coffee on this. So I'm going to use Mod Podge, and I'm going to just go ahead and slap down some collage papers that I have handy. She likes to paint, and I really don't want to get out all my paints a lot of the times or have her make a big mess, because I'm not a fan of toddler messes. I'm really not. I always struggled with my older kids. With sand actually is the worst. I really don't like sand. I don't like glitter. So I struggled with allowing my kids to play with things that were like really messy. So coffee, instant coffee, and a paintbrush and printer paper is actually really good for my daughter. It meets her need for painting, and it's a lot less messy, and then I can use her art in my art. So that is what I'm going to do here with this paper. And again, I'm just using things that I have at the ready. So I'm going to just dig through some stuff. I have everything everywhere. Oh, this was where I may have actually let her paint. And I am not a fan of orange. So I'm going to be branching out here because I do not like orange. So we'll see how much I leave of the orange. I also would like you to know that I have no plan. I have no plan for this whatsoever. I did not come up with any idea for what I wanted to do. I just knew that I had to use the theme is God is Faithful, and so I wanted to use the new stamp set from Sweet and Sassy Stamps, and that was it. So I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, and I hope you can hear me. fairly well. I'm trying to talk quietly because my husband and my son are in the other room. And I hope that they are going to be quiet because I really don't want y'all to hear them. This was a napkin that I got that actually, there's this really cute coffee shop that is, I don't know, like a half hour from my house. And I've only been there one time, but I knew they had these really cute napkins. And one of my daughters went there with her 2 friends not long ago. And I asked her to snatch me some napkins. And she did. So I just love that they have this stripe going on, these stripes. It's so cool. I haven't seen napkins like this, and I just love it. And I love going over with napkins. Obviously, you want to use, here's the napkin right here. You want to use the top layer, and you want to not get rid because I use this layer too elsewhere, but you want to peel back the top layer because that's how you get to be able to see the under paper underneath the napkin. So there's that. I'm just a lover of collage bits, even though I really like this text underneath. This is the center of my signature, so I have both pages are the same, which is really cool because like a lot of times it's not, as you can see here. But I like that I have both pages here the same to work on. Okay, so Mod Podge is good for now. I'm gonna try to zip through this, but at the same time be a little thorough with my explanation or with the things I usually use. Right now I just put some white gesso, some folk art white gesso on just a book page here, and I have just kind of a very used brush, and I'm just going to go over some of the edges to soften the edges of the collaging, of the collage bits. And as you can see, since I'm only working on this page right here, just to give you an example, you can see how this is very bold. You can see the separation of all the papers. But then once you soften the edges with a light layer of gesso, of the white gesso, it really just helps everything to melt into the page and softens the edges, and it looks like it kind of belongs there together, whereas these just look like papers on top of another paper. So I am a huge fan of white gesso, and I really love to use it to soften those edges. Maybe I'll cover up a little bit of this orange. That's mustard, which I'm okay with, but I am not a fan of orange. I don't know why, I'm just not. Sometimes I might want like more white, you know, to just have some real lighter spots, and then I'll go a little heavier on the gesso. Maybe we'll cover up this striping a little bit. I like how that is a little bolder white there. When you just add some white gesso, a little bit harder, or add a little bit more of it, you have the variation of the light with seeing the text, and then, you know, the darker white spots. Okay. I typically use coffee, but clearly I already have coffee here. So maybe I will do some ink, Liquitex acrylic ink. Actually, I'm gonna go over some of this with clear gesso because I didn't put white gesso over top these book pages, and that means when I put the ink on, it will really seep through the paper. And so I would rather have that protective barrier of the clear gesso over top of this old book page so that the paper takes the ink better and it doesn't run through on the other side of my page. Clear gesso is fantastic. And I also have black gesso, which I don't use very often. I am going to use my hair dryer here for a minute. And I'm trying to keep tabs on my time. Okay, that's good. Good enough. Okay, now I'm going to drop some, we'll just do that for now. Drop some ink there and spray. There we go. There we go. Now I just kind of let it run. Let it run the way it will, because it looks cool. I don't know why my squirt bottle here isn't cooperating. I don't know why I don't have more inks. I only have like 4, which is weird. I don't know. I should get more, but I honestly really like to use coffee. I'm using an old linen to mop up my paint and my inks and my coffee because I'm going to be using it later in a project that I will learn about, that I have no idea about in fodder school. It's something on Instagram with Willa Wonders on Instagram, or her name is Wendy. So I'm mopping up with an old linen because I definitely plan on using that. Okay, I'm really liking the way this looks right now. I think we'll go in with this awesome Grunge grid stencil from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. And I feel like I might actually do something crazy. You see, I have to get up for a moment. Okay. I think I might do something crazy and that I would never do because I already told you that I don't like orange. But maybe I shall mix orange with, I don't know, with a pink here and see what transpires. And then, oh, that brush is chunky, crunchy. Oh yeah, that's actually okay. We'll add some white from the leftover gesso. And maybe we are going to be courageous, folks. Courageous. And actually use this orange, which I never in my life thought I would do. And we are going to use the acrylics and add some touches. Well, that got kind of smeared. You know, it happens, right? It happens. Actually, I'm gonna dab that. Okay, let's try this again. I may or may not like this. I have no idea because clearly I'm not doing a very good job at painting with the stencil. Probably because I had too much paint on my brush. Pretty sure that's what happened. Okay. I think I'm actually going to get a baby wipe and wipe this off. Baby wipes are fantastic. I'm gonna wipe that too because I want to redo that. I don't like the way that looked. That's much better. Okay, much better, much better. Let's go in here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll add a tiny little bit in here. Okay, okay, I can handle that. I'm just gonna clean this off a little bit. I'm terrible at cleaning my stencils, but that's okay. I think I need another wipe. Okay, I think now I need to focus on a focal point. Is what I really should do, is focus on a focal point. So I have all these scraps of white that I could stamp on. Okay, sorry, I'm thinking a little bit here. Oops, I'm getting paint everywhere. Geez. I want to use all right, I originally was thinking I wanted to use great and faithfulness and put great is thy faithfulness. But now I'm kind of having a different idea. kind of. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. I'm thinking of what I want to do. I kind of really like the idea of this word, faith, because we're talking about God is faithful. And you know what? I love my friend Anouk from the Netherlands. She is on the Instagram community as Cree Anouk. And she is fantastic. And I love how she stamps a word and then she writes in cursive, long, like really long, over top of the word. And at first I was thinking about stamping faith that way and writing something, but now I might stamp faith and use one of these longer words here. I'm kind of feeling like I might like to do that. But I feel like this needs something more. I'm not sure what. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what it needs. Fabric, or I don't really know. That doesn't match. Does it need a little bit of fabric? Maybe. Excuse me. Does it need some, I'm trying to look if I have like threads, you know, to curl up in kind of like a mess, you know. I'm just thinking, talking out loud, of course, because, you know, it's good to talk out loud, folks. It's good to talk out loud. I'm thinking out loud. Sometimes I don't know what in the world I'm talking about. I confuse myself all the time. It's a problem. I have this thread, but it doesn't go at all. But I kind of feel like I just want this like blob of something that I'm not finding at my fingertips. So how about we my word, I'm dropping everything. I'm just trying to, you know, think of stuff here. I don't know if I want to stamp the faith right there. Let's just do it for saving time's sake. I am already at like 24 minutes. So let's just do this here. We're just gonna do it. But I feel like it's not going to come out very well if I do it on that, which I really would like to. I really would like to do it right on there, but I'm nervous that it won't come out. It won't come out right. So we are going to do it on there. So Faith. Moves mountains. Ooh, Faith anchors the soul. How about that? Because that's long. Now we're going to see if this is going to look right, because I'm not 100% certain. We're just trying this out. If we are able to see anchors the soul over top. Okay, that'll work. Of course I probably already had that on there, which kind of stinks, if I must say so. But I don't know if I want to try it on there, because this is kind of dirty now, which frustrates me a little bit. I can't cut a straight line either. So that's kind of dirty, which a little bit annoys me. So I wonder if I try to do it on here, and if not, we cover it up. All right, we'll try. Let's be brave. You know, sometimes because I do collage things, collage papers and everything, it doesn't want to, and because like underneath here, if you can see, I have all these different levels of, you know, pages. So I want, okay, we'll take that. That's good. That is good. Try this again. All right, that's good. Good, good, good. Sometimes also, if you have used like Mod Podge and things and are trying to go on top of it with a stamp, if you press and it slides, because the Mod Podge made it a little bit slippery. That has happened to me. It kind of did that a little bit here because I pressed and it like slid. So that's okay, because it looks pretty good. You can see what it says. I did kind of want to use this. So I'm not really sure. Okay, this is sticking to me, but I'm actually going to pull some thread off of here, and I'm going to slap it on here. I don't know why, I just feel like this needs thread there for some reason. Okay, I need to hurry up because my cake is going to be done. But this needs something. It needs something. So let's pull out I'm just looking through stamps. I'm just looking through stamps. I really like these tall ones. I might actually use, this is from the Flower Garden stamp set. I would like to, I'm trying to hurry because I don't want my timer to go off with my cake. Okay, we're gonna stamp this. Lovely. Lovely. Even though there's something on there, I always have stuff everywhere. Like, there's always something somewhere. I'm gonna add a little black edge, and I did too much, but oh well. Oh well. I am not a perfectionist by any means. Okay. I actually do like that. And I'm going to quickly even though I'm covering some of my nice napkin, you can still see it over there. I'm just using good old Mod Podge. It's just like, I like it. I don't know, it's cheap-ish, and I like to use it. Try to make it a little bit even. I'm not a perfectionist, like I said. I think I mentioned that, or I thought it. I don't know. So sometimes things aren't straight. Sometimes things are crooked. Sometimes things aren't exactly the way they should be. But I honestly don't worry about it, you know, too much, depending. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is go in here with some of this orange. And paint some of these flowers. As you can see, I'm doing that just to add a little something. Add a little something in here with these flowers. To tie it all together. I like it. This is kind of crinkling up a little bit. Now that looks better. Okay, now I'm going to do one last thing, if I can find, here it is. I'm getting Mod Podge on my arm. I'm going to add a tiny bit of black ink in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of water and do some black splatters, because splatters are awesome and bring everything together. It's just a nice added touch. Actually, I'm going to just outline this a little bit with a pen. I hope you don't hear my son on the phone with his friend talking about video games. Okay, I like that. All right, there we go. Faith anchors the soul. Did I somehow? Yes, I did. With my very own hand, I smeared the ink, because of course I did, right? Of course I did. Why wouldn't I do such a thing? So I'm just going to go in here a little bit and of course do it again. Oh my gosh. See, you know, whatever. Sometimes things just happen that you didn't necessarily want, but let's smear a little over here to get that gray. Color. Okay, I better stop before I really mess things up. Okay, there we are. There we are. Faith anchors the soul with the God is faithful. Nope, wrong one. Choose Faith stamp set right here. Flower Garden stamp set for this. And the Grunge Grid stencil. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed my video and subscribe. Have a great day.